Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Nayak RC. This is a Telon video series 4, and in this video series there will be an interesting part where you will be learning what is the exact circuit diagram and what the connections between the controller and the total aircraft system. So all these things will be taught in this video. So let's go jump into the video right away and we will learn all the stuff. Guys, this is the circuit diagram which I wanted to discuss and explain you. So any circuit diagram which is being displayed or taught to you, it will be explained in a pattern. So it comes from the source, power source. So here the power source what we use is a lithium polymer 4 cell battery. So 4 cell battery is directly connected to the XT60 connector of the total system inside our aircraft, and this battery voltage is going to the source where it is divided into load, and it is also going to the control system. Main power source is lithium polymer, it directly goes to the power module, and the load of the direct battery is going to the ESC and motor, and control load is directly coming from the power module to the PIXOC power port 1. I hope it's clear till now. So now let's understand the PIXOC cube and here GPS. Center of the circuit diagram, you will see a flight controller which is PIXOC, and it has a carrier board and a control system which is called as cube. So cube is something which is you'll see on the which comes out of the PIXOC, and this is a carrier board. So cube has all the sensors, accelerometers, barometers, gyroscopes, and compasses. So this is the main CPU and computer of this system, and the carrier board which you see is nothing but a extension of connections to this cube. And we have here 3 GPS as well. Here 3 GPS, it's nothing but a GPS, and it has a inbuilt compass. We have also accelerometer, gyroscope in this here 3 GPS. So now let's understand how these things connect to each other. In the PIXOC cube itself, I mean if I talk about PIXOC cube, it is nothing but the total board. In the PIXOC cube, we have power port 1. So the power module, the controlling power which is coming from the power module is going to the power 1 or power 2 port. So they have given 2 ports. You can use redundant system also in this one. So power 1 port, I have powered my this power modeling controlling power to the power 1 port. Clear. So this is how I get the power to the total PIXOC cube. Now this power 1 port is only been utilized by some sensors, not all the sensors. Okay, so we already know that our load is nothing but our ESC and motor, with a that is nothing but our propulsion system in this case. So the main power is directly going there. So I want this 5 volt power which is coming from the power module controlling power to be utilized by some systems only. Clear. So what the PIXOC cube does, it only powers to some system. So first one is, you see here RC input, it directly powers this pin, so we can connect our receiver. So if in case there is some damage in the ESC or something happens, we will directly have communication with our receiver, because the 5 volt which is coming to the PIXOC power 1 port is also distributing to RC in 1, that is nothing but our receiver. So one, it is going to receiver, and second one, it is also going to the here 3 GPS. Here our here 3 GPS is going to connect to the CAN 1 port. This is a CAN GPS, it goes connect to the CAN 1 port. So the 5 volt which is coming from the power module is again being used to the GPS module also. This is the second source, and the third source is, we have a telemetry module installed in the aircraft or the drone. So the power which is coming again to the power on one port is also being utilized or sent to the telemetry system. PIXOC powers only 3 major parts here. One is RC in receiver, nothing but our transmitter and receiver. We won't lose the signal if any ESC or motor damages. We still have the control to ailerons and elevators to land the aircraft. And the second one is here 3 GPS or any other GPS which is connected to CAN port or GPS port. So this also makes sure that the 5 volt is going to here GPS, which already communicates directly with the satellite and works. And other thing is RFT 900 or telemetry. This telemetry also requires 5 volt, which is coming from the PIXOC. The major point we need to understand here is the power module and the controlling 5 volt power which is coming to the PIXOC. it comes with the 5 volt and 3 ampere. So this 5 volt and 3 ampere is distributed to the here 3ps and RFD and as well as receiver. Let's go to the main output ports. So in here the PICSOC has main output and auxiliary outputs. You see here main outputs 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and auxiliary outputs are also 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So whenever we plan or program or do something in the inside the PICSOC, whenever we say servo 8 or servo 9, that means servo 8 is this main output 8. Servo 9 means auxiliary output servo number 1. Okay, and let's say servo number 12, that means 8 9 10 11 12, that is auxiliary output 4. So this is how we number the servos. Aircraft has how many three or four servos depending on the model. So the aircraft which we are building, Talon aircraft, it has total four servos. So two servos for the wings and two servos for the tail. So two servos for the wings are being joined by a Y cable, so they directly go into channel number 1. So here again you need to understand what is channel number 1 2 3 4 in a fixed wing. In fixed wing, channel number 1 is aileron, channel number 2 is elevator, channel number 3 is throttle, channel number 4 is rudder. Okay, so channel number 1 aileron, we have two servo connections going into one Y cable, and that directly goes to the main output channel number 1. You see here 1, it is going to servo number 1. I have mentioned only servo number 1 if you have only one servo, but we have two servos, we can connect it to Y cable and go to number 1. And channel number 2 is connected to the right tail of the Talon aircraft. Channel number 3. Okay, now you see here ESC is the main load and the motor, nothing but our propulsion system. So from ESC you see a small cable is coming out and connecting to the channel number 3. So that is nothing but the signal, and we are also giving 5 volt supply to this total auxiliary and main output power rail from this ESC. So ESC has a step down some kind of circuit which steps down the voltage. So whatever the 4S LiPo is coming, the voltage is coming, it steps down and delivers 5 volt to this main output and auxiliary output, total these channels. Okay, and also it has a light color wire which is nothing but the signal. From this signal wire we will be able to control the RPM of the motor. So that's why we connect the ESC's channel, ESC's BEC connector to the channel 3 of the main output. And next, channel 4 is connected into uh, left V tail in our case. So if you have a traditional aircraft with a perpendicular tail, so channel 1 would be your aileron. It might be one servo or two servos connected with the Y cable if it is required. And channel number 2 is only one servo which is going to the elevator, and channel number 3 is nothing but the throttle signal wire, and channel number 4 is nothing but the rudder. So some people don't like to use rudder, but for the drones we need rudders for efficient control mechanism. So guys, you will find this circuit diagram picture in the below description, and I am open to all the comments. If you have any doubts here, any communication or any connection in this one, so you can reach me, you can directly comment. I will be possibly replying to all the comments. Next, I would like to show the initially what settings we need to do if we are using for a fixed wing survey drone. So all these things will be taught in the next video. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please like, share and subscribe. We'll meet you soon in the next video.